Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Constance, and on this channel we focus on all things fragrance. And in today's video, discussing the top fragrances for the month of April that I just kept gravitating towards and I just had to keep wearing. These are strictly fragrances that I have been loving and that I've noticed that I was reaching for quite often. Compliments is not necessarily a factor when doing this video. However, all of these fragrances I'm going to mention, I have received compliments on, but that wasn't a fact. So up first is something I have been loving. This is a fragrance that I recently added to my collection and I have been pretty obsessed with in the month of April, and I've gotten a lot of compliments. And that is Nishane 100 Silent Ways. Now I know for a lot of people this fragrance is a go-to, absolute love. This fragrance has been amazing. The first fragrance from this house that I own and I've added to my collection, and let's just say this makes me want to get more. And this fragrance is smooth, it's sweet, it's a tad bit powdery, but I feel like it's not like a baby powder or anything like that, but it adds to the smoothness of the overall fragrance. And then there's this that sweetness is kind of, it's not overly dense, but it's thick. It's a little thick there. Top notes for 100 Silent Ways: tuberose, peach, mandarin. Middle notes: gardenia, jasmine, orris. And base notes: vanilla, sandalwood, and vetiver. So yes, it's definitely that orris that I get with a little bit of the powdery-ness. But again, that combined with that sandalwood helps smooth out this fragrance. And then the fruit that you get from that peach. Now I find myself gravitating towards peach a lot more, and maybe that peach was adding to that thicker sweetness, because a lot of times with peach and vanilla it can be a little thick, and again that orris helps lighten it up where it's not overwhelming or too cloying, especially when it starts getting warmer. And I live in Florida, so things can go a little bit. You get the white florals with that tuberose and gardenia and jasmine. And honestly, you guys, I love that trio: tuberose, gardenia, jasmine. I love white florals, but this white floral fragrance here, all of the notes with the peach, the orris, the sandalwood, the vetiver, and that vanilla help smooth out those white florals, which can be very heady or punchy and sharp. This is not a sharp fragrance. This is not a heady fragrance. This is so smooth and just almost creamy, but there's no lactonic, no delicious. This is delicious. This is delicious, sexy fragrance. This is so sexy, and I enjoy wearing this. I cannot stop wearing this. It's super addictive, and I found myself reaching for this throughout the month. Like, I don't know if you guys can see the dent. We got a little bit of a dent here, but I found myself reaching for this often because of that addictive quality. Especially when I first got it, it was just like, I just wanted to keep smelling like this. And I got, again, so many compliments. I wear this in my office, and my boyfriend came into the office. He was like, it smells good in here. I was like, I know, this will fill up a room. This will leave a trail. This is a beautiful scent, and one that I don't see myself putting down no time soon. No time soon. This is gorgeous. We have Burberry Goddess Elixir. So Burberry Goddess Elixir, I love the Burberry lineup, the Burberry Her lineup. So I ran out of Burberry Her EDP, the original, and I said I wanted to try the Elixir. So when I ran out of that, I picked this one up, and this one I feel like has been so delicious, so creamy and smooth. It gives me the Burberry Her with that fruity, strawberry, oak mossy, like effervescent light scent, but this has more creaminess. It's a little bit thicker, a little bit fluffier, in the sense of almost like a milkshakey type of fragrance, but not lactonic, if that makes sense. It's a fluffy cream. Yeah, so this one has just been, again, another addictive one one that's beautiful and it gives elegant lady. She's classy, but she's still fun, and she's a little sexy. Top notes: strawberry, blackberry. Middle notes: jasmine. Base notes: vanilla, amber, and sandalwood. This is gorgeous. I've been reaching it for it all the time, especially at night. I don't know, this gives sexy, and I want to go to bed just feeling super feminine, super edible. It's beautiful. So I have been reaching for this very often in the month of April. Burberry Her Exlir. Up next, we have Khair Felicity. So this one has been, y'all see it, this one has been in heavy rotation. A sweet vanilla floral, but at the same time, this has a smoothness about it, and I believe that's from the vanilla and the sandalwood in here. But at the same time that it's smooth, there is this sparkly nature about it, something that kind of tickles the back of your throat. So green is in the opening of the scent, and it just makes it so beautiful. And I feel like the greenness that you get along with that champagne helps prevent this fragrance from being overly sweet or thick, because it is a sweet fragrance. I believe there's like sugar and a sugar note in this fragrance. So the top notes are champagne, freesia, cassis. Middle notes: musk, jasmine, may rose. Base notes: sugar, vanilla, and musk. This is one I kept reaching for, whether it was in the evening for bedtime, or during the day when I had to go out run errands, or when I'm working. I just really enjoyed this scent. Up next, we have my baby, and this is actually my scent of the day. And this is, if y'all watched a few videos, let me know if you can guess. But this is none other than La Capitale by Xerjoff. It's just so addictive and sexy and elevated and sophisticated at the same time. This one, not everybody's gonna like this fragrance, but that's okay. I love it. Leather, that caramel, and that strawberry has just been doing something for me, where I have been reaching for this often, and I'm trying to slow it down because the dent in it is scaring me. This is it's not a huge bottle. This is the biggest bottle that they have, and it's not a cheap fragrance either. So I do need to slow down with it. Now, La Capitale does come with a little dent already, but I definitely add it to fragrances whenever. But this one, when I'm feeling grown, I'm feeling a little sexy, I'm feeling like we need to handle business. I really want to wear this. It just makes me feel slightly empowered. I feel like that woman, not that girl, because little girls ain't gonna vibe with this. This is a grown woman. Top notes: strawberry, caramel, peach, labdanum. Middle notes: leather, amber, saffron, ginger, rose. Base notes: bourbon, vanilla, and benzoin. Sexiness comes from saffron. Is pretty sexy, but that caramel, strawberry, leather mix is what gives it that sexiness, because the leather has a little bit of an animalic touch to it. So it's just like you on my body, you know? Very classy, okay? Very elegant. But she has sex appeal. But she's grown. You can tell she got a little coin. You can tell. That is La Capitale by Xerjoff. Last and final fragrance. This is a fragrance that I just purchased in April. Middle of April is when I received it. And when I tell you, I could not put it down. I just got it, and the dent is going to speak for itself. But this is a fragrance everybody needs to get. It's not that expensive, and I don't know how long it's going to stay in stock. This fragrance I have been trying to get my hands on for about 2 years. Sharita M mentioned this, and when she first mentioned it about 2 years ago, I was like, oh, I need to check that out. Went to try and get it, sold out. Was checking back periodically, still sold out. Can't get it, sold out. 2 years mentioned it in a video, and I was like, let me try it again. It was in stock. This fragrance is Bois de Vanille by Le Bois. And this is such a elegant, beautiful, classy vanilla fragrance. This fragrance is not overly sweet. It's not, well, it's really not that sweet. It has a slight sweetness to it. Vanilla that I don't have in my collection. This is more of a drier vanilla versus a sweet syrupy vanilla. This fragrance has coconut and solar notes in it, so it has kind of a tropical vibe to it, but it's not sunscreeny. It's not like your traditional tropical fragrances that give super beachy or sunscreeny or suntan lotion. No, this is super elegant. You can wear this all year round. This it's so addicting. The coconut gives it almost like a kind of a powdery feel, but this is not a powder bomb or overly powdery. The solar notes just adds this brightness, this brightness to it that makes you feel almost happy and uplifted when you smell it. And then I believe there's rose in here that just where you get the floral, and this rose is not a jammy rose, crisp rose. It's not dewy, it's not jammy, but a crisp pink rose, not a red rose, pink rose. And then the vanilla is high quality vanilla extract, and it's just so beautiful. Just got it, and do you see the dent on it? And you cannot go wrong with this. This is, I feel like, a safe blind buy. This is one of the coconut fragrances that I absolutely adore, and I don't like a lot of coconut fragrances because coconut can lean or smell kind of like cat urine. I know that's a little TMI, but I don't really like a lot of coconut fragrances, but this is one I absolutely adore. This is only like $75, and I believe it's still in stock on Attar Mist. The notes on Bois de Vanille. Top notes: bergamot, cassis buds. Heart notes: solar, rose. Base notes: coconut, vanilla, and amber. This is a beautiful fragrance, one that I absolutely recommend. If you see it, if it's in stock, get it, blind buy it. I don't think you can go wrong with it. It's not super expensive, and this smells so beautiful. Like, you will be addicted. Again, this is Bois de Vanille by Le Bois. Okay, everyone, that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about all of the fragrances that I have been addicted to this past month and have been enjoying wearing. If you have any fragrances that you have been loving or gravitating towards this past month or this spring season, please let me know down in the comment section below. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please again give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.